everyone, I filmed this makeup look. I really wanted a springy look, and this is gonna be like a two-part series type of video. So you're gonna see me with the same makeup and same hair pretty much, because one of the videos will be for the makeup, the second video will be for my hair. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, just keep on watching. If you want to know how I did my hair, that will be coming very soon, and I will link it down below as soon as it uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys. I already primed my lids with this concealer by Maybelline, the Better Stay, Super Stay Better Skin in the color Light. And now we're gonna go in with this Naked palette, OG palette here, and we're just gonna use the color Foxy, which is the second one, and just to set our concealer and just as a base. Putting concealer, any kind of primer on your lids and then setting it with powder would just make your makeup, your eyeshadow last a long time. It'll prevent creasing, and it's also great when you're trying to blend. It'll make it a lot easier than just putting a primer on and not setting it with a color that's a similar tone to you. So now we're gonna start with the eyeshadows. For this look, I wanted to do a springy, maybe like a peachy, pinky color. So I'm going to be using Morphe's palette, and this is the Jaclyn Hill's favorite palette. And I'm going to be using that and a few single eyeshadows from Morphe as well. So we're going to start off with this color here. It's this like the second from the top and then over one. So we're going to start with that color as our transition shade. And I'm going to use my favorite brush at the moment. This one is from Sigma. It's the Diffused Crease in E38. I got this at IMAX, and I'm totally in love. For this shade, I am pressing it down, and then I'm blending up because I want this color more on the top. Now we're gonna go in with another color. This one is the second from the other side, this little orange color. We're gonna use that one. I'm using the same brush and just gonna kind of very still slightly go underneath and more like in instead of up. Now we're going to go in with the single eyeshadow from Morphe. I believe it's the number 99. It's this beautiful matte peachy shade. And I'm going to go in with a more precise brush. This one is a tapered brush from Morphe as well, and it's S20. And I'm kind of grabbing it on all sides, like just on the tip. And then we're going to go in. Going in with the same brush, now we're going to get the color 21 from their single eyeshadows and do pretty much the same thing and try to just build up that little orange color there. We're going to go back in with Sigma's E38, and we're just going to blend this out. And as I'm blending, I'm kind of pushing the color up, like I want to blend out. Now we're going to get E33. It's a shimmery peachy color. We're going to get this small brush from e.l.f. It's the smudge brush from e.l.f. And just on one side, I'm going to grab the color and I'm going to pack it on my lid. And I'm focusing it more on the bottom, like the bottom half of my lid. Now that we've packed on the color, I'm going to spray a little Fix Plus on the brush. And just to wet the brush, and then I'm going to do it again. So go back in, now with the wet brush. Now we're going to let that dry for a minute and start working on our face before we continue with the eyes. For primer, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish. And I'm also going to go in with Makeup Forever's smoothing one. You can use any smoothing primer that you like. I feel like my nose has been, like, I need a facial, so I need to prime my nose just so that to cover up any problem areas on my nose. Okay. Today I'm excited because I'm going to use an oldie I haven't used for a while. This is L'Oreal True Much. I haven't used this foundation in a while, so I've been trying out different foundations lately, and I was like, why don't I go back to the one that I used to like? So I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender, and it's on the back of my hand. Now I'm going to conceal and highlight with the same concealer that I used for my primer for my eyelids. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to continue working on my eyes now while that sets, and I'm going to blend out a little bit of this eyelid color. It was shimmery, but I kind of chunked it up here on this side, so I'm just blending it out just so it'll look smooth on my lid. I'm using the same brush, but now I wiped it off on a napkin just so that once I start getting into the crease, I wasn't going to bring in the shimmery color. But we're going to start blending the crease. We're going to go back in with number 5 and work on that crease a little bit more. But I'm going to use a smaller fluffy brush, blending brush. This is a S12 from Morphe. For this color, I was blending it more on the outer corner, but then I will go in a little bit after blending it out well. Anything that's kind of left behind, kind of blend it inwards just so that you get a little bit more definition in your eye, but you don't want really dark in the inner corner. I want this to look like a really bright, fun springtime look, so I blended out most of it on the outside, and then I'll bring the leftover in just like that. Now I'm going to lightly dust a little bit of the translucent powder on the rest of my face because we're going to start blending this out. This is just to set your face, like your foundation. I kind of like going over my brows because I feel like it kind of sets them as well. And as I brush off the excess on my eyes, I go like this, then I kind of swirl it to spread it out. Before I continue with my eyes, I will bronze my face up first, and I'm gonna use my hands down holy grail favorite bronzer of all times, and it is from the Naked On The Run palette, and it's the bronzer that it comes in there. I feel like it complements my skin tone pretty well, and so let's bronze up the face. For blush right now, my current favorite is Luminoso from Milani, and so I'm gonna apply that to my cheeks. I'm not gonna do too much as far as like contouring goes. I did apply the bronzer, but I'm not gonna really get like too structured with the contouring today. But I did bronze up my face just to bring some depth and, you know, so my face doesn't look flat. And highlight, of course, Becca Champagne Pop. Just to get some glowy cheeks going on there. A little bit under the brows, nose, chin. Okay, now we're gonna work on the eyes. Hi again. So now we're gonna just add some of these beautiful oranges that we already added to our bottom lash line. So we're gonna start off with the brown. That was our first color in the Morphe's Jaclyn Hill favorite palette, which was that brown, remember? Now that we added the brown, we're gonna smoke it out with the orange. I love this orange, number 99. I think it's so pretty. Between that one, I love 99 and 5, but I feel like 5 has this. So we'll do 99 first and then 5. I love those two colors so much. So that's 5. And 99. Now I really feel like this look would really benefit from like a really bright inner corner. I love inner corner highlights. I feel like that's like a thing that it's like one of my signatures. Like I really love having inner corner highlight. So we're actually gonna add the Venus from the Naked palette, and it's their only shimmery color, and we'll see this one first. We'll see if I like this shimmer. If not, I might have to switch off to something else, but I'm gonna try that out first on my inner. And yep, I love this, so I'm totally gonna stick with the Venus. I feel like that really needed it to make the whole look come together. I love it. For liner, I'm gonna use Illamasqua, and I got this from my Ipsy bag. I love it so much. It's like a felt tip. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, now for lips, I'm going to use my favorite peachy toned nude color. It's Lolita 2 from Kat Von D, and I'm just gonna apply first a little bit of highlight on my Cupid's bow to my lips. Okay. This is my favorite liquid lipstick of all time, I feel, because even if it starts fading, it kind of fades into my lip color, so it doesn't look like it's similar enough to my lip color that it doesn't look like horrible when it's missing. So this was the final makeup look. I hope you guys liked it. And please, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this channel, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And once again, if you want a hair tutorial on this, I do have it and it is coming, and as soon as I get it up, I will link it down below, or just subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below so you guys can know when that video will come up. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye, you guys.